top 5 US 1 cent United States of America coin. Welcome to Coin Collector's Corner. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of ultra-rare US 1 cent coins. These pennies may seem small, but their history and value are monumental. Let's explore the top 5 rarest and most valuable 1 cent coins in United States history. Make sure to stick around for the entire video, as number 1 will surprise you. 1973 US 1 cent. The 1973 US 1 cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln cent, is part of a long legacy of coins that started back in 1909. This coin was designed to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse side features a portrait of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse side, at the time, displayed the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparro. The 1973 Lincoln cent is composed primarily of copper, 95% to be exact, with the remaining 5% made up of tin and zinc. This composition was standard for the penny until 1982, when the cost of copper led the U.S. Mint to switch to a primarily zinc composition. In 1973, the U.S. Mint produced pennies at 3 different facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 3.7 billion coins. The Denver Mint produced about 3.5 billion, and the San Francisco Mint produced around 319 million, primarily for proof sets. To identify where your 1973 penny was minted, look for the mint mark just below the date. No mint mark indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. AD means Denver, and an S signifies San Francisco. Proof coins, which have a more polished and detailed appearance, were minted in San Francisco and are usually found in collector's sets. Now, let's talk about the value. Most 1973 pennies in circulation are worth their face value, just 1 cent. However, coins in exceptional condition, especially those with mint state grades, can be worth more. Uncirculated coins, particularly those with a high grade from a grading service like PCGS or NGC, can fetch a few dollars each. Proof coins from San Francisco can be even more valuable, especially if they are still in their original proof sets and in perfect condition. The value of these proof coins can range from a couple of dollars to over $10 depending on the quality and demand. Here are some interesting facts about the 1973 penny. Transition year: the early 1970s were a time of transition for the penny, as discussions were already underway about changing its composition due to the rising cost of copper. Historical context: the coins were minted during the Nixon administration, a period marked by significant events like the end of the Vietnam War and the Watergate scandal. Design longevity: the Lincoln Memorial reverse design remained in use until 2008, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. 1979 U.S. 1 cent. The 1979 U.S. 1 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent, is part of a series that began in 1909. This series commemorates the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head cent and has since become an iconic piece of American coinage. Brenner's design features a right-facing profile of Lincoln on the obverse side, while the reverse side, at that time, depicted 2 wheat ears framing the denomination and the words 1 cent. However, in 1959, to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse design was changed to the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparro. Now let's zoom in on the 1979 Lincoln cent. This coin was struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint's coins are distinguished by their mint marks: no mint mark for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. 1979 was an interesting year for coin production. The coins minted in Philadelphia and Denver were primarily for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produced both proof coins and circulation coins. Proof coins are specially made for collectors, featuring a higher quality strike and a mirror-like finish. The 1979 Lincoln cent is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. It weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. The coin's edge is smooth, adding to its sleek, iconic appearance. Now, you might be wondering about the value of a 1979 U.S. 1 cent coin. While its face value is just 1 cent, its worth to collectors can vary significantly based on condition, rarity, and mint mark. For instance, a regular 1979 penny from Philadelphia or Denver in circulated condition is typically worth just its face value or slightly more. However, an uncirculated or proof coin from San Francisco can fetch a higher price. In mint condition, a 1979 S-proof Lincoln cent can be valued anywhere from $1 to $10 or more, depending on the quality of the strike and the preservation of the coin. On the other hand, a 1979 D or 1979 coin in pristine condition might be worth around 30 cents to a few dollars. 1974 1 cent. The obverse of the 1974 penny features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's portrait has graced the 1 cent coin since 1909, making it the longest-running design in U.S. coinage history. 1974 was a pivotal year in the history of the U.S. penny. The economic climate of the early 70s led to rising copper prices, prompting the U.S. mint to explore alternative materials for coinage. The reverse of the coin showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design was created by Frank Gasparro, then chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. In 1974, the Mint experimented with an aluminum penny due to the high cost of copper. About 1.5 million of these aluminum pennies were struck, but they were never released into circulation due to concerns from the vending machine industry and health professionals. Today, most of these aluminum cents have been destroyed, making the few remaining examples extremely rare and valuable. Despite these experiments, the 1974 penny we know today remained composed primarily of copper, with a small percentage of zinc. This composition had been standard since 1962. So, what's the value of a 1974 penny today? In circulated condition, these pennies are generally worth just their face value 1 cent. However, uncirculated and proof versions can be worth more, especially if they are in pristine condition. For example, a 1974 S-proof penny can fetch a higher price among collectors. See, the value of any coin is influenced by several factors: its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. While the 1974 penny isn't particularly rare, those in mint condition or with unique errors can be quite valuable. Keep an eye out for any minting errors, such as off-center strikes or double dies. These errors can significantly increase the value of your coin. 1995 as 1 cent. The obverse of the 1995 penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has remained largely unchanged since its debut, making it one of the longest-running designs in U.S. coinage history. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparro, which has been featured on the penny since 1959, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Now, let's talk about the specifications. The 1995 penny is composed primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating. It weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. As for mint marks, the 1995 penny was produced at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, indicated by the lack of a mint mark or a small d respectively. So what about the value of a 1995 penny? In general circulation, a 1995 penny is worth its face value of 1 cent. However, there are a few exceptions that can make these coins more valuable to collectors. Coins in exceptional condition, known as mint state, can be worth more. For example, a 1995 penny graded MS65 by the professional coin grading service PCGS can be valued between $1 to $3. If you happen to find a coin with a high grade of MS67, it could be worth up to $20 or more. Additionally, keep an eye out for error coins. Errors like double dies or misstrikes can significantly increase the value of a penny. For instance, a 1995 double die penny can be worth anywhere from $20 to $50, depending on its condition. In conclusion, while most 1995 pennies are only worth a cent, there are certain conditions and errors that can make them quite valuable to collectors. So, next time you come across a 1995 penny, take a closer look. You might just have a hidden treasure in your hand. 1996 US 1 cent. The 1996 Lincoln cent continues this long-standing tradition. Let's take a closer look at its specifics. On the obverse, we see Lincoln's profile, with the word liberty to his left and the year 1996 to his right. Above Lincoln's head, the phrase "In God We Trust" is prominently displayed. Flipping the coin over, the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, Flanked by the inscriptions United States of America and E pluribus unum at the bottom, we find the denomination 1 cent. One important detail to note is the mint mark, which indicates where the coin was produced. In 1996, Lincoln cents were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver denoted by a D. The mint mark can be found just below the year on the obverse side. In 1996, the Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 6.6 billion Lincoln cents, while the Denver Mint produced around 6.5 billion. These high mintage numbers make the 1996 penny quite common in circulation. Now, let's talk about the value. Given the high mintage, most 1996 Lincoln cents found in circulation are worth just their face value of 1 cent. However, coins in exceptional condition, especially those graded by professional services, can be worth more to collectors. A 1996 Lincoln cent in uncirculated condition, graded MS65 or higher, can fetch between $1 and $5. Rare error coins, such as those with double dies or off-center strikes, can be worth significantly more, depending on the severity and demand among collectors. Error coins are always a fascinating aspect of numismatics. Keep an eye out for anomalies like die cracks, off-center strikes, or double dies. These errors can turn an ordinary coin into a valuable collectible. Beyond its monetary value, the 1996 Lincoln cent is a piece of American history. It connects us to the legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the artistry of coin design. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, every coin tells a story. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history and value of the 1996 US 1 cent coin. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Coin Chronicles for more in-depth coin explorations. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions about this coin. Happy collecting, and we'll see you next time.